Good morning. I am in the beautiful state of Kentucky, and I am up here to hit a bunch of different spots for fish and crayfish, and I expect this trip to turn out very well. And so I hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you at my first spot. Alright, so I am at my first spot in Kentucky, and I found some pretty cool fish here. So without further ado, here they are. So here is a southern Redbelly Dace. These do get a lot more colorful. They get red and some other colors, but these neon yellow fins are still pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it go and move on to the next fish. Alright, and so these are arrow darters, and they get their name from their shape. But a really cool fish. There's another one right here. But I'm gonna go ahead and let these go and show you the rainbow darters. Alright, and so these are rainbow darters. These are some females. And then these darters with the blue and red are the males. But a very cool species. I always love seeing these, despite how common they are. But I'm going to go ahead and let these go now. And move on to the next darter. So here are some Fantail Darters. You've seen these in my videos before, but they're pretty common at this creek. But so that's 3 species of darter just in this small creek right here. There were actually, most of them were all in this riffle right here. And so here's a northern hog sucker. I don't know if I've shown you one of these in my videos yet. You've probably seen the Roanoke hog suckers from my North Carolina video. But they look a lot like these, except these get a lot bigger. This is just a juvenile. These weren't actually found in the riffles, but they were found in the deeper pools. And here are some stonerollers. They get their name from their mouth, which they use to roll small stones and rocks around to build nesting mounds. But they start out looking like this. That's what they usually look like if you net them. And then they turn into that once they're ready to breed. And they get all these tubercles all over their body. It actually feels really weird handling them because of all those tubercles. But really cool fish. It's always nice seeing them in breeding conditions again, because usually I just see them like that bottom one. That's what most of the stone rollers I catch look like. But pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and let these go now, and that'll be the last fish for this spot. Alright, so I'm at my last spot for today, and this is a watershed that I have never been in before. I am in the Kentucky River watershed. So almost everything here, except for a few exceptions, were new to me, so I'm really happy about that. But anyways, here are the finds from the spot. Alright, and so first up is this Tippecanoe Darter. This is about as big as they get. They might get a tad bit bigger, but it is a very small species of darter. I think they only get to 1.25 inches in length. So yeah, really small species, but this has been a long time coming. These live very far north of me, like in the Ohio River watershed. So it's not a species that I have close to home. But it's also just found kind of here and there. It's found sporadically throughout their range. It's not found everywhere in their range. So it is a special treat to be able to get to see this guy. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and move on to the next fish now. But this is the habitat that the Tippecanoe Darter was in. This really fast riffle. It is easy to fall down in this water. It is really fast and swift. But anyways, I'm letting the Tippecanoe Darter go now, and here is my hand for scale, so you see just how small it is. There you go, buddy. All right, and so next up are these Bluebreast Darters, and that's where they get their name from. Not only the males, but even the females have some blue on their breasts. But the males have these red dots and red fins, so of course they're more colorful. See, here's some other smaller males. But this is another species that I've never seen before. They seem to be doing really well at this spot because they are the most common fish that I got. But anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and let these go and move on to the next fish. And so here is a greenside darter. This species is one of 2 darters that I've seen before from the spot. So I'm just gonna be quick with this. And they do get about 2 or 3 times as big as this, so they are a big darter. But even with it being as little as it is right now, it's still the biggest darter in the tank. But I'm going to let it go. And so this is the other darter that I've seen before. This is the banded darter, but it's a really cool, brightly colored green species. This one's really vivid. But gonna go ahead and let these go. And as you can see, there's a lot of good habitat for them, aquatic vegetation. And so you've already seen this darter earlier in the video, but this is another Fantail Darter. I forgot about this guy, but yeah, so there's 3 darters I've seen before that are at this spot. All right, and so this is what I am most excited about from the spot. This is an eastern sand darter. But this is my first from this genus, so I am super happy about that. It's from the genus Ammocrypta, and so far I've only seen darters from the genus Etheostoma, Nothonodus, and Persina. So that's just about all the genera of darters except for the Crystallaria, the crystal and diamond darters, which I don't imagine I will ever see. And those are pretty hard to find, and they live in deep water habitats. But anyways, super stoked to be able to get this. There's a lot more species that range closer to me, so maybe I'll be able to get some of those now that I've kind of figured their habitat. This is actually one of the species in that genus that live the furthest away from me. So it's nice to get this one so soon. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and let this darter go. And that might wrap it up here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this part of the video right here. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for part 2, which I will be uploading really soon.